Good evening, friends. Welcome to the BISP Solutions. This is Rajpad, and today we will be covering the topic that how to create the data integration rule to load new cache account in Oracle PBC's application. So yesterday we have done the main things like first in the first ticket we have add a new cache accounts. Even in the second ticket we have just created the EPM automate file to load new cache accounts. So these were the main two topics that we have covered so far, which is really important and you have to keep mind on it. So keep practicing, keep learning these all things that whatever I have just taught you in the past sessions. So don't forget to do the practice because it is very much important. Uh, because when you will do the practice, so you will have the hands-on the instance on the Oracle PBCS in that instance. So this is how it works, as well as the main crux that we have covered, that how we can load the cache accounts, even different accounts to the instance, even from the EPM automate file. Just if I'm not supposed to I'm not supposed to load the data manually, so if I want to automate the thing, so how I will add it on the instance. So this is really a nice method and the magnificent method where we have learned the things about the EPM automate as well as the script. So yesterday we have just covered the create EPM automate file to load the new cache accounts. Like even we can also load the different cache accounts, or rather I would say it is the metadata that we will take into the instance. Another thing we will cover today, that is ticket 3. It is create a data integration rule to load new cache accounts. So today we will cover this thing. So how we will do it? So the process of creating a data integration rule to load a new cache account in Oracle PBCS is typically involves using the data management or data integration feature to load the new member into the account dimension. Since a new cache account is a metadata element, a new member in the account dimension rather than transactional data, the process is focused on the metadata load, not a standard data load rule. So that's why the script here is not a programming script like a Groovy or the EPM automate script. So it really rather it will impact the structure of the input file and the configuration steps within the data integration interface. So we will understand the full process, we will understand the full steps, that how we create the data integration rule to load the new cache accounts, even if I want to add the expense account as well as some different assets account like furniture and different stuffs. So how I can add it? So there is a typical method. So first we need to understand the steps, that what are the professional steps that that the consultants follows, that the consultants do in the PBCS to load these accounts. So first we will look at the steps, and please make the notes whatever the steps I am telling you. Just please make a structure note of it, so that when you will do the practice on the instance, so by watching as well as seeing that notes, you will able to load the accounts with a smooth and the easier way. So this is how you will get the things easily, as well as on the mind, that how it creates impact on the instance. So let's do it. So first step we will follow it. Yesterday you can see here the EPM automate script to load metadata we have just mentioned, and here was the script. You can see it, even the script we have taken it. Now we will understand metadata load procedure for a new cache account. So this is the part 1 that we will understand here. We will also know the importance why we use the data integration account in the instance. So first, that is metadata load procedure. Let me write it again. Procedure. And for for a new cache count. So here we will understand the things easily, that whatever the things would be there. Yeah. So the general process uses data integration or the legacy data management module to import the new member from a flat file. So first step that we have to cover is very much important, that is step first. Let me mention it, new account here. I think cache is not visible there, that's why I'm removing it. Yeah, the things. So in the bracket I can write it here that this is the script. The script. So now the second step that we follow here. But before that we have to understand the things. What are the field name and the description is needed for different accounts as well as for different members property. So here we need some of the components, that is first one I can mention it here. First is parent, then we need the child. After that we will have the alias. The fourth one very important, that is data storage. And then we will have the account type. After that we will go for the variance reporting. And after that we will have the formula for it, because very important to decide the formula, what kind of formula we are having. So in the parent, as you know that I've already mentioned, as well as we have already discussed in the previous sessions, that the parent member under which the new cache account will be residing, the hierarchy, so it would be mentioned. It is a mandatory element to be entered. Then second thing is child, so it is the new cache account member name, as well as the things that has to be defined under the instance. Then we have the alias default, the user friendly name for the new account. So here you can find it out if I would mark it, which is very much important. So these things are very much important, that is parent, child, you will have already defined it. And then we will go for the data storage. After that we will have the look on the variance reporting. So these are the things that we will follow here. Rest of the things are important but not important like the above one. So in the account type we have discussed the PBCS account type that will have the revenue, expense, asset, liability and cash accounts that are typically an asset. For the variance reporting, what is it? It is just like how variance should be reported, example non-expense or the expense. So asset is typically the non-expense, even as far formulas is concerned. So it depicts the leave blank for base members. So if I want to give any examples to you that how would you make the proper file, so I can give example kind of things that will include all the above components or the members properties, that is parent, child, areas, data storage, account, tab, various reporting, as well as the formula. So let me write it first. So under this we can write the formula that cache accounts comma cache account dash 1001, it is an child. Then for alias, that is default, that is Bank of America. So this is really like a Bank of America that we are taking, and then we will go for the different script. So above script that we have discussed has included the things like parent, child, and alias. Now Bank of America we have mentioned here, checking. Then for the store, for the data storage, we will make it as an store. After that it would be asset, and then the last one, that is the variance, that is it would be non-expense. It would be non-expense. This is how the proper file name, the structured file name would be created. Now for the step second, we will explore the configure in data integration. So before that, before going to the second step, I have to discuss that the exact header row depends on the application's dimension properties, but these are the most common and the required fields for an account number. So you have to keep in mind that whatever the rows you are defining, it depends on the application dimension properties. So now we will discuss step second. What is it? That is step second. It is configure in data integration. So it is configuring data integration. So first thing that we have to define under the configuring the data integration, it is source system. So source systems talks about ensuring a file system as register. So here I can mention it, what are the stuffs that is needed. First one is source system, and then we need target application. After that we will go for the import format. Even under the import format we will perform many things. So if I would say what kind of things we will perform, so we will perform many things here. So under this we will have we will create a new import format in data integration. So we will create a new import format in data integration, and then we will set the source to file and type to delimited that is all data type. Here we will have the all data type. After this, we will follow the format of mapping the source file columns. So here we will map the source file column. Like parent, child, alias, default, and etc. So these are the things that we have to follow under it. Then in the next thing, we have location. We have to define the location. And then what we will do in the location, we will create a location and assign the new import format to it. After that, we have to define the data load. We have to define the data load rule. So under this, you will just navigate to the data load rule, and you will select the location. I'm just providing you the process to make the data load rule for metadata. So what you are supposed to do under it, you have to navigate to the data load rule and you will select the location. So again, I can mention it here what you have to do under it. So first thing is navigate to data load rule. Then you will create a new data load rule. After that, you will select the options tab, and then you will replace data. This is how these all systems would be performed. In the last, under the configure data integration, you have to execute the rule. You have to execute the rule. You have to execute the rule. Now the last and the step third, that is refreshing database. So under this step third, is refresh database. Here you will refresh the database. So under it, what you will do, after the data load rule is successfully executed, the new member is located into the staging tables. You must perform a refresh database either within the data integration tool or in the PVC's application overview. So to update the application queues and make the new account available for use in forms, calculations and reporting. So we need to discuss that what is the importance and benefits of data integration load rule in real scenario. So loading a new metadata members via a structured integration rule provides a significant business value over a manual creation. So the first thing or the first importance I would say, so it is the consistency and the standardization. So manual members creation is prone to human error like typos, incorrect properties like account type, data storage or a roll-up parent. For the benefit, the flat file template and integration rule ensures the new cache account is created with the correct properties and hierarchy placement every single time, and maintaining data integrity and consistency across the application. The second thing that we have, it is auditability and the governance. So the importance, if I talk about, so finance treasury departments need a clear record of when and how new cash accounts which directly affect the balance sheet were added. So if I talk about the benefits, so data integration automatically creates an audit trail through the process monitor logs detailing the time of the load, the users, file used and any errors, that is satisfying internal and external uh, governance requirements. In the third, the automation would be refer. So in the automation, if I talk about the importance, so in a growing organization, new bank accounts, legal entities or the product lines are added frequently, require updates to multiple dimensions. Benefits, the rule can be automated via EPM automate to run daily, synchronizing the PBS account dimension with the source system and the general ledger or the ERP without requiring an administration manual intervention. This is how it will work. So this is a massive time saver and ensures the planning model always reflects the time structure of the business. That another thing is scalability, that is the last importance and benefits we will discuss here. So under the importance, creating 50 new cash accounts manually is tedious and error prone. So what is the benefit of it? So the flat file can handle the simultaneous creation of hundreds of new members in a single fast execution, making the process highly scalable for large, complex, or the rapidly changing organization. So this is very important that we have discussed the importance as well as the benefits of data integration rule, which is really important for loading any type of metadata to the instance. It is very much vital. It impacts as well as it creates a vital as well as significant role in having the accounts to the instance whatever the organization is from. So this was all about the metadata load procedure for a new cache account. We have also discussed its script as well as the examples. Thank you for watching this session. I hope you have enjoyed this session.